so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 91 yards. They'll throw with May. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Watkins. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Open man down the field. That's Burden. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
To throw, it's May.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Another 3 and out.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a change of possession here on the punt. Well, the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with 2nd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Jackson Hill on the coverage.
They'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin with a run by Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll take this inside the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. second and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. A good decision in the end to pull up and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it
back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll go with the keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Cowboys goal. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0.
Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jahad Campbell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is going to slide to a home inside the 5-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the Rams' 4-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rams, 1st down.
Throwing here is May. Able to slither by. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down, Rams.
To the air, May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 30-line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And it's DJ Moore. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. The Ravens are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is Jaden Reed. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. The Pats, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season, they lead this one at the half. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead, the Chiefs hosting the LA Chargers. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He'll take this one in for the score. He's found the end zone twice in the first half. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chargers with a big lead on the road at the half. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
14 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's May. Under pressure, and he'll go down. loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game, facing challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Second down in a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Run back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 22-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're going on 4th down. May able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now 2nd and 9. They'll throw with May. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They're going to throw. May. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaac to Slaw. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's May.
The 29-yard line.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And the Rams.
From the shotgun, May with it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's another Rams first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Rams.
To throw, it's May. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Barkley off tackle left. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the gun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 4th down, here's May. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for Rams. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll set up to throw. To the left side, he finds Tislau. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing here is May. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw forward May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
To the air, May. There's that man again. It's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's May. And it is caught. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.